Hello, here we are. There we go. I wasn't sure if we were going to play my regular intro, but we're not. So here we are. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. I came prepared with the patriotic gear. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to join in and just kind of help me close out the month of June, which was the biggest shit show ever. Absolutely ever. So, I am going to start by addressing the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed the opening. We wanted to remind everybody what this country is all about, and it's all about freedom and patriotism. Can't even say that word. And we're back to celebrating the true colors of the country, which are red, white, and blue, not rainbows, which unfortunately I wish I could own the rainbow again, but I can't. So let's go ahead and address the comments. I did put a funny poll up, so if you guys want to answer the poll and also make sure you hit the like button, I would appreciate it. Let's see. So here's my friend from last week, and he found me off of the recommendation on another stream. So I appreciate you coming back. Happy 4th of July weekend to you as well. And Roman is here. Thank you for coming by, Roman. I appreciate it. My mother-in-law is here. Thank you, as always. And then Biker Mike Mars is here, and I appreciate you. I know your internet was being kind of wonky, so thank you so much for making it work and showing your support. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, hey, Beard. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it very much. I do. Let's see. One of my U.S. visits, I went to a baseball match. When the U.S. national anthem played, I stood up and removed my cap. I thought it was the respectful thing to do for my hosts. You know what? That's why we love people like you. You know what? Absolutely. I would do the same if I went into another country. You should respect what their country stands for, and we like that. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, hey, thank you. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Happy 4th of July weekend to you as well. It's kind of nice to be away from all of the pride stuff. I mean, I have so much to close out last month. It died down for a little bit. Like when I did last week's stream, I didn't feel like I had so much to really go on because it seemed like the middle, like third part of the month kind of just slowed down. And then all of a sudden it just went batshit crazy. After the last stream, I was seeing all of these ridiculous shenanigans going on. They really finished out the month strong. So that's why I wanted to, even though it's now July, thank God it's July, I feel like one more big closeout on the end of the month would be great. So wanted to kind of drag my feet a little bit and hopefully get some more people in the stream before I get fully started. It might be just a hard time of the weekend because it's a holiday weekend. I don't know if people are out and about, but I don't know. Listen, what can you do? I'm trying this live thing, I'm trying to do it once a week, talk about all the stuff going on. And I mean, I even came with this ridiculous hat. So maybe people feel sorry for me and jump on the chat. Who knows? Well, that's leaking everywhere. That's wonderful. All right. So I guess we could get started. Let's see. Oh, hang on a second. But what do I do? Yeah, you can do that. You know what's funny is I have 2 dresses that I refused to wear last month, and they like have rainbow stripes on them, and I love them. They're really pretty, but I refused to wear them last month because I was scared that I would be wrapped into that community. And I do support them, but not as much as I, not in the way that they want to be supported right now. So, hey Jay, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it very much. Very, very much. Oh, thank you. You know what? It is hard. It's hard to put all this stuff together and stream, but I do enjoy it. I want to get my thoughts out there because I feel like not a lot of people talk about all the shenanigans, or even women talking about shenanigans, because men don't really want to talk about, LGBTQ shit. I mean, it's not, I don't know. It's just kind of, ugh. Anyway, so one of the things that I'm going to start the show off with is, of course, an actor can never just keep their mouth shut. I mean, unfortunately, we can't just have actors and their personal lives. They have to intertwine them all the time, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, because then it makes you want to hate the actor. And when you're watching something, you should be able to just see them in the role that they're playing, and not so much what they stand for politically, personally, and all of that stuff. So I never understood why people like to mix the two, because I really think it's career suicide. I know that my husband, or Mr. Cannoli, Sasquatch, is a huge Robert De Niro fan, Al Pacino fan, and has been for many years. And then, of course, they start running their mouths these last few years about politics and just being really scummy about it. And it really just kind of takes out any of the love that you had for watching their movies, because you watch their old movies and you're like, God, they've always had this idea of what, even though this country they're making tons of money off of, they like to bash on the country. So I'm going to start off with this one person here who I'm sure most people are familiar with. So this is Christopher. This is Christopher from The Sopranos. And, I really, really enjoyed this show. I watched it every Sunday with my, I don't know if we were married then. I can't remember what year this came out. Anyway, we would watch this. Hey, Jacob, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you can stay a while. We're going to just chat about some ridiculous stuff. So anyway, this is Christopher from The Sopranos, Michael Imperioli. And listen, there's a lot of different reasons why I think people do this kind of stuff and decide to come out and say these rash statements. My thought is that I'm not really sure what he's done lately. I'm not really sure. I know that he does a podcast and he talks about The Sopranos. I don't know if they go through all the episodes of The Sopranos, but let's see. I do. You're absolutely right. Their work is amazing. But when you start throwing politics in it and kind of meshing the two together, I think it puts a bad taste in people's mouths. I just feel like that should be separate, much like your sexuality and who you are as a person. I don't feel like they need to be combined. I don't feel like those two need to be in the same conversation. You should like somebody for their personality, and we should enjoy these people because they're good actors and they bring a lot to the screen. But instead, they have to muddy the waters by, talking about politics, which I just feel like same thing. You don't want religion in schools because it muddies the water. So why do we have politics in Hollywood? That's a stupid question. I know it's actually a loaded question, but whatever. But I get it. Totally get it. So like I said, I think the only thing he's been doing is a podcast. But he decided to come out and say he's decided to forbid bigots and homophobes from watching any projects I've been in. Thank you, Supreme Court, for allowing me to discriminate and exclude those who I don't agree with. America is becoming dumber by the minute. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of videos that clips and stuff of what he supports. So he supports all these things I'm going to show you, which is absolutely disgusting. And that's fine. So now I'm not allowed to watch The Sopranos because I don't think that a lot of the things that are being put out there are good for our kids to see. So that means I'm automatically a bigot and a homophobe. If that's how you want to label me, that's fine. But you don't know exactly why I feel the way that I do, but that's your business. Whatever, fine. So anyway, if you guys want to put him on the list, the canceled list, I like I said, maybe he's doing this because he needs traction. Maybe he needs this because he needs his name out there. And what I guess publicity is publicity, whether it's negative or not. These are actors. There are actors and bands I love, but no longer support or listen to. Exactly. I know that's the thing. Why just keep them separate? Just you're not in a community that can allow both. It's something that you sacrifice. You have to sacrifice sometimes being vocal on certain things because you are in the limelight. I just feel like those things are not necessary. If you don't want to be, if you want to have your political views and have all these stance, then be in that category. You can't be in both. Be a leader, be somebody who's a rights activist and all that stuff, but you can't do both. Like I said, it muddies the waters. It just does. See, everybody, it feels the same way. And they've caused this too. They put themselves into this situation where their opinions overshadow their talents. And it's ridiculous. Just leave it alone. Just absolutely leave it alone. It's just not worth it. So that brings me to exactly what he wants you to support. So Michael Imperioli wants you to be acceptable of all of the following things that I'm going to bring you guys. I have a lot of different videos here. The problem is, we're going to get into somebody else's take on what's going on with this whole community, if you will. But just to forewarn you, a lot of these videos that I've pulled have a lot of nudity in them. So I can't show them very long, but I want you to get the gist of why we're saying leave our children alone and why people are getting canceled for saying that, because they need to leave our children alone. It's ridiculous. Some of the displays at these pride events that are supposed to be family friendly just got worse as the month went on. I thought 2 streams ago when I was showing you guys some videos and stuff, I thought that that was bad, and it just gets worse. People frolicking naked in fountains around children it's the worst. So also we have, let's see, we're going to share a different screen here. We're going to go to, I think this is, nope, that's not it. 1 second. Oh, sorry. It's all in order. Let's see what Mike says. They cause this: refusing to serve a person a generic product is wrong, but refusing to serve a custom product. Right. I agree. It's always standards based upon what they want. If it's not what they agree, then it's homophobic or it's this or that. You have to support them 100%. If you have any opinions against it or anything, if you don't agree just a little bit, then you're out. It just, you can't. So we've got George Takei, which I guess is, he's openly gay. And this is going to go into the videos that I am going to be pulling up. So he has to say, even if there were no naked guys on bikes this year, they would find picture or generate them and push the same agenda anyway. There's no fixing this by calling for self-censoring. That's not true. I'm sorry. I don't think that people would go as far as trying to generate pictures of them. They're doing this to themselves. They're putting themselves out there. This community has made this way for themselves because they're acting ridiculous and they're acting inappropriate, and we're reacting, but we're the bad guys for reacting. Now, what I'm going to show, if straight people did that, they would be arrested in a heartbeat. They would not be allowed to act this way. But if you arrest somebody who is at a pride parade like this, just expressing themselves, then you would be the bad person. The cops would get shit for it because it's just not. This is a fashionable trend that celebrities jump on to put themselves in the limelight. I agree. I think, like I said, I think any publicity is good publicity, whether it's shit like that. He'll still get people who agree with him and support him, and that's all he cares about. Instead of just building on your own merit and your acting skills, which what has he done besides, what was he in? Cannoli. He was in Goodfellas, right? He was Spider, and then he was in The Sopranos. I don't know anything else he was in. Now, yeah, those are 2 really big things to be known for, and that's great. But you just can't do those 2 things and be done with it. So build yourself on your own merit. Build yourself on your acting chops. Like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, maybe they feel like they're such great actors and they've done so much that even talking out like that won't tarnish their reputation. Granted, Do we still watch their movies? We do, but I also kind of see them differently now. I kind of see them for who they are in a personal aspect, which is takes all the fun out of watching the movies and just being able to indulge in that character themselves. So George Takei, basically is supporting naked guys on bikes. First of all, why would you want to ride a bike naked? Isn't it a little bit, as a man, isn't it a little bit scary to have your stuff out there? I don't know. I don't know. It's super weird. It's super weird. So here's where, let's see, he's not had a good role model for a long time. He's casting yeah, he hasn't had a good role. Like he's Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I don't understand it with him. It's like there's other ways to get yourself out there. Do something good. Why don't you, since it's 4th of July, why don't you oh, hey Glenn, how are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. Why not Gary Sinise? He's a good actor. I like him. Haven't seen him in a lot of stuff in a long time. You want to know why? Because he's busy taking care of our veterans. He is busy doing stuff for our country. He's taking all the money he made making movies in this country, and he's built a foundation on that. So why not? Why not be a positive role model? I wouldn't know. I've never ridden a bike while naked. I haven't either. And I don't think I'd want to. I'd like to secure all my flaps. So, and I wouldn't want Cannoli to ride one, but he says first time for everything. We'd have to get a bike first. It's Arizona. We don't ride bikes out here. It's fucking hot. So anyway, let's get into some of the disgusting stuff. Like I said, I don't know. Well, first of all, we're going to talk about how Bud Light has decided to, because they've lost so much money. So they this was kind of like 2 weeks ago. This stuff is all like a weekish old, of course, but and I'm not sure if I showed this on my last stream, but we'll show it again. So Bud Light made a special appearance at the Toronto Pride event, which featured nudity and kink. So we'll share this screen. So this is what Bud Light is doing. This is kind of, I don't know if contradictory is the word, but they didn't get anywhere with Dylan Mulvaney as the spokesperson. So how is this any better? If they felt like that was a fail, why did they go this route? Shouldn't you have just stayed away from all of this? Or were they just throwing shit on the wall till it stuck? Maybe that's it. Mike, let's see. My undercarriage needs protecting, I agree. And I like that you call it undercarriage because I think that's a funny word. I enjoy that. So here is Bud Light making a special appearance. Let me see if there's sound here. Hold on, guys. I think there is. Let's turn this up a little bit. So Bud Light and I don't know if there's children here. There was children in some of the stuff that I'm going to be showing. But let's see. So this is Bud. I mean, I guess to be honest with you right here, you guys, this is probably, I'm okay with this as far as promotion. They don't have any nasty shit, no nasty people on there. They're people in Bud Light shirts. Yeah, different colors. It's fine. But this is probably the most tasteful thing that I've seen in all the Pride events, to be honest with you. Unless I'm missing something, this to me, if you're going to do something, I guess do this. So this is not terrible. I just think it's funny they can't get out of their own way. And you know what? We can talk about it in a little bit. I do have Dylan Mulvaney talking about, her experience, its experience with Bud Light. And it was just how it's such a shit show. But let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing in this video here. So far, it looks fine. I'm not mad at this. I still don't think these parades are necessary, but I'm not mad at this right here. So I think that's fine. I think it's fine. But it is what it is. So, Bud Light, like I said, can't get out of their own way. Okay. So this I can show for a few minutes because it is grayed out. No Bud Light, 50 Shades Gray. Yep, there you go. Let's see. Benefit of the doubt. Bud Light probably had a contractual obligation, didn't want the backlash that Target got from the Pride. Probably. And like I said, I think that they did it in a tasteful way. If you're going to be in a parade, that was fine. You know, they didn't have any nudity. There wasn't sexuality. It was just basically, and that's fine too. Like that type of representation for a Pride parade. Oh, hi, Josh. Oh, thank you. It lights up. I had to tape this a little bit because it was really too much into the camera, but thank you. See, I'm coming out for, I'm coming out. And in all I can. We did stand for the national anthem at the beginning of the show. So, maybe we'll close out the show with standing for the national anthem again. But we're just talking about all of the fun stuff that we missed last month. We're wrapping it up. We're putting a nice bow on June. Oops, hold on one second. Let's see. They compare it to nudist beaches, but those are non-sexual. The only purpose of Pride is sexuality and sexual behavior. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. If you did do something like I just showed with the Bud Light video, where it really was fine, everybody was clothed, they had different colors, and they were representing Pride, and then the people walking behind them were also nice, and why not? Why couldn't that just be the parade? Why can't we just celebrate love? But no, we have to be sexual about it, which is why oh, hi, Steven. Yes, Mr. Sasquatch is in the background. He is running the show for me, just in case, so here is where things get. This is why I've been streaming this month. This is why I don't understand why this is necessary. This community has done this to themselves, okay? Right here, this is what I have a problem with. But I am a bigot and a homophobe because I have a problem with this, okay? And this came, let's see, right here. Okay, and it's blurred out. It's blurred out, so we can have this up for a minute. Okay, so what do you see here? Okay, what do we see here? First of all, we see a little girl, probably her brother, and I don't know if that's the father, but he needs to be put in jail. And look what's standing around. Naked men. First of all, this guy with the gut has got to go. It's disgusting. If you're going to get naked, get in shape, okay? But how is this okay? I'm the problem. This isn't the problem. I'm the problem for, let's see, for doing this. If I don't shove my girl's box in your face or something, yeah. Yep. And the hypocrisy. If we threw a vagina in their face all the time, we'd be catching hell for it. Yep. Exactly. This is exactly correct. I don't either. I don't shove my sexuality or anything. This is garbage. Yes. Like I said, I have no problem with the gay community or LGBTQ, whatever you want to do, you guys. It's fine. I support you. I want everybody to be happy. I'm the most open, accepting person to the point where I've gotten screwed so many times. That's not a pun. Okay. But this is why the community gets the hate that they get, because they have to do this. This is to the nth degree. This puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And this is what bothers me. You're right. It isn't a movement, but they want it to be. They absolutely want it to be a movement. And when we don't stand behind it, we're the problem. So this poor little girl who hasn't even hit puberty yet, is seeing grown men with their wieners hanging out. I would never in a million years I have a daughter, take her to an event like this. It's really disgraceful, and you are a terrible parent if you are allowing your child to do this. And I don't care if you are a gay couple and you have children and you want to support your community. This is not the right place to support the community. There's several different ways to support the community without exposing your children to things that are sexual like this. This is exactly right. This is my point. What does being naked have to do with Pride? The problem is they've sexualized the community so much that we don't even know what it really is anymore. And the hate that they get from situations like this is 100% deserved. I would be horrified if I had young kids had kids this young and I put them in a situation where they saw this. Absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the thing too that I don't understand. This normally, now I don't know the context of this picture. I don't know what state we're in, but I can't imagine that there are too many states out there that allow public nudity unless it's for a special event, which would be a pride event. Because, like I said, if you arrest these people, then you're homophobic. Pride parade equals legal public indecency. Illegal, where's the difference? Right. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not sure what parent is taking their children. That's the problem. That's in Seattle. Okay, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. There's just so many of these things. I like I said, I don't know. I don't understand the correlation, but my issue is children. If you want to be adults doing this stuff, go do this. Go rent what's the word? Go rent an auditorium and run around naked and with your dicks out and play tummy sticks or whatever the fuck you do. I don't care. But do it away from our kids and don't do it out in public. Okay, for instance, real quick, what if there was a group of straight people who wanted to have an orgy in the street and just run around naked and celebrate having orgies? That would be shut down in it's kind of the same thing as Black Lives Matter. You had to be really careful on who you arrested and all of that stuff, because then you would be viewed as racist. So you have to be really careful in these communities and make sure that you don't offend anybody, because it's no longer about right and wrong. It's about offending people, whether we offend them or not. So this right here was disgusting. Oh, sorry. I know. Tummy sticks. You know where I learned that phrase? Mr. Cannoli Sasquatch. I don't know where he was using it, but I think when he was talking to his friends. Should I be worried? I don't know. It's fine. Tummy sticks, whatever you want to do. All right. Yep. Absolutely. So they've blurred this out. Now I can't be so positive for the next one. We have to be really careful, but I have to give you guys an idea of exactly what's happening here. Okay. Turn around. Okay. I'm going to start this right here because I think you can show more butts than you can wieners, but I'm going to show you real quick. I don't know how long. I think it's funny. I have friends who say it. I know it is funny. Tummy sticks is funny. Okay. Now, this right here, I have to be really careful. This person right here was fully naked, fully frontal naked over here, showing his wiener. Okay. And you've got all these naked people. That kind of looks like a woman. Then you've got somebody who is painted in all these different colors up and down. So these people are frolicking in the fountain naked at a pride celebration. Let me see. I don't know if I got to be really careful here playing this. Oh, look. Look, do you see that right there? Hold on. Look, that was a kid. Did you see that? Right there. There's a kid right there. So that's that. Yeah, look at that's probably the parent bringing their kid to where. Oh, that is a woman. Sorry, I guess I better move this real quick. Oh my God, there's another naked person. I got it. Oh shit. Okay, it's blocking. Holy cow. Look at all these naked people, and this is okay. Holy crap, you would totally get in trouble if you were a naked person on a regular day just running around with your goods hanging out. This is ridiculous. I don't understand how this is okay, you guys. But once again, we're supposed to accept this because if we don't, we're homophobic. Oh, look, what's this person doing? Look at this person. What is this person doing? Taking a pic. Oh my God, sorry. What is this person taking a picture of? This is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, look, there's fun little dancing here, and there's people just hanging out. Oh, this is a little kid right here. Here's another kid. Wait 5 to 7 years when all the psychological effects of this fad trend come out. The finger pointing will be gross to watch. There is zero accountability in the world right now. That is absolutely correct. And like I said, people get on my shit all the time telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. I've lived through it. I have a 15-year-old daughter who had a lot of issues with gender and equality and finding out where she belonged. She wanted to change her gender at one point. I mean, it got really heavy, you guys. It got really heavy. But people think I'm just sitting on my platform over here just bashing people because I don't have anything in the game. But I do. I do. Okay. As a parent, dealing with a child who goes through a lot of different mental health issues with their gender is really detrimental sometimes. This is all creepy. This is all creepy. YouTube won't allow showing it, but they can bathe in public fountain. Exactly. Okay, so that's what annoys me. It's all over Twitter. The stuff that you can show on Twitter that comes up in my feed, I'm like, how the heck is that okay? But yet I can't show it on YouTube. It doesn't make any sense. I thought about that before. It makes no. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. All right, let's see if there's anything else here. I think we're just trying. Oh, look, there's more kids right here. So I'm just trying to give you an idea. Oh, look at right here. So there's a group of kids right here, and over to this side over here, you have your naked people running around. So let's see. I've seen it as a pandemic, and now as a crisis counselor working at a at-risk and behavioral children. Yes, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. It's overwhelming. And you're right, it's only gonna get worse. Okay, sorry. Get it off the screen. Okay, you know what? I can't even show anymore. There's just naked men everywhere. Naked men everywhere. So we'll stop showing this. And they really are trying to normalize this. You absolutely are. But that's the thing. When we disagree with it, we're the problem. So I don't know, you guys. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. Okay, so we have another thing here. Oh, this is Toronto. I wish Vex was in here because she loves Canada so much. But this was a man wearing a penis costume through Toronto, and there were many children around. Let's see. Hold on one second. I'm going to go ahead and share this as well. Okay, let's see. So this is fun. This is for kids. This is another pride parade. So look, there's a little kid right there. And of course, kids are going to think that this is fun because kids are like, oh my gosh, look at what is that? And you have to explain it to your child what that is. Look at that. I mean, and there's kids. I mean, there's one kid there, but I'm sure there's kids all over the place. Oh, right. Oh, rocking right there. Okay. So you get to explain that to your kids. My brother is a detective that used to oversee all CPS cases. These events are damaging for children. They don't understand. I agree. They don't understand at all. They don't understand the long-term effects it's doing to our kids. Meanwhile, I'm not supposed to stare at a woman, and silence is violence too. You can't do anything anymore that doesn't fit to the agenda. There's always an agenda. Okay? Always an agenda. And if it doesn't fit their narrative, then it's homophobic, racist, whatever, what have you. If you don't like, the Little Mermaid movie because they casted a black mermaid, you're racist. Automatically. It doesn't matter why you don't like it, you're automatically racist. All this is for people who have nothing to contribute to society, but latch onto something like this to feel part of the community. Yep. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Not true. They understand all too well. Probably. I mean, they have an agenda. They want to screw up our kids. They want to have them change their genders. They want them. I don't know. I mean, maybe because COVID didn't wipe out people enough. Oh shit! Now I'm gonna get a friggin' thing on my video again. Damn it! So stupid. Because you know what? Didn't take care of it. Yo, Copa's Gianna's still up. I know, poor thing, you guys. Cannoli, you want to plug your earphones in? There you go. Oh, I hear an echo. Sorry, I hear an echo from the back. I guess I should take this penis thing off. Jana left me, Steven, and took the baby with her. You know, rightly she should. Rightly she should. I mean, you have no business being a father. especially if you're a racist homophobe, because that's the only people that join my chat. You know, so all right, so we'll take this part down here and see what else we can find. Like I said, I have a bunch of fun stuff that to finish out the month. Okay, so this one I have to show pretty quickly. Before I put it up on the screen, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up on what it's about. So, naked men expose themselves in front of children at Seattle Pride Parade. This is what an evil cult looks like. Every single parent should be in jail. We're going to scrub through this really, really quickly. Once again, I'm not allowed to show this on YouTube, but it's all over the news media and it's all over Twitter and everything. So let's see. Let me share my screen and then I'm going to scrub through it really quickly because I don't want to get in trouble. God forbid. So real quick, this is a naked guy on a bike. Here we go. Real quick. Naked guy on a bike. Look at all these naked people. Oh, wait. Those are the people from the fountain. It's the same up. You're right. It's the same. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Not safe for work, everyone. Warning. If you're at work, not safe for work. I forget. Sundays, sometimes people work. I apologize. These are the same people that were at the, okay, that's it. I get it. So they were riding their bikes. They ended up at the fountain. They were very hot from riding their bikes, so they doused themselves in the fountain. There you go. Okay. Here, real quick. There you go. Look at all that. So I don't know if there's children over here, but there's got to be. And there's all these people. Oh, pride for everybody. They mean everybody, like body. Okay. So like, this is what happens when you watch Extraction 2, I guess so. Is that gold inflatable like legs around his neck? It's got to be something because everything they do is sexualized, so it has to be. I really hope they didn't rent these bikes because if they did rent these bikes, I would definitely not want them back or I'd want them to scrub the seat. That's disgusting. All right, hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay, so look, unicorn. Okay. Oh, challenge body shame, build self-esteem. So I guess if you have to build self-esteem by running around naked. So this is so you mean to tell me that running around naked doing all of this supports what'd you say? This is the video that got me hand slapped on Twitter for spamming and hate speech because I said this was inappropriate. Oh, get the heck out of here. See, that's so stupid. You're not allowed to say it's inappropriate. I know, I'm telling you, it's an agenda. If you don't fit their agenda, you're not allowed those poor seats. You're not allowed. It's just such a double standard. It's such a double standard. What did you say, Copa? I literally went outside, ripped out an oak tree of my earth with my bare hands and hugged it 200 yards after watching it. Yes, exactly. But it's really sad that like you can't comment or express your opinion on this at all because then it's automatically hateful. It's automatically hateful and that's not okay. They left their clothes in the closet they're outed from. Perfect. I like that. That's absolutely. But once again, you guys, what does this have to do with being accepted? You're making a mockery out of yourself. This right here is making you hateable. It's absolutely making you hateable. It's making me not want to support you. It's actually, you have to realize I was looking back at like Facebook sucks, but I was looking back at Facebook and kind of the things I used to post probably like 5-10 years ago. And I was very much in support of this community like this. But I think 5 or 10 years ago, it also wasn't like it is now, where it's in your face and they are so demanding for your attention and acceptance that they go this far to get it. And I used to be like, love everybody. I don't care, which I still do feel that way, except this is where I put my foot down. This video right here is where I put my foot down and say, no, this is not okay. This is not how you get people to love and accept you and want to, what's the word? Support your community. This is not the right way of doing it. This is absolutely not the way to go, people, at all. So, this is just, they're digging themselves a bigger hole. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to try not to. Oh, okay. Look right there. There's a bunch of kids, you guys, front and center, front and center. All these kids. I wouldn't take my children anywhere near this. And honestly, these events are a poor representation of the community as a whole. That's what I'm saying. It really desecrates the entire meaning of a community, and it makes people hate your community. And we don't want to hate. If you want to be accepted, there's a right way to do this. Maybe just kind of be quiet. Maybe just be quiet. This is true. Notice the people naked are all within the weight guidelines and not some overweight sloth riding the bike. Yeah, no, they won't let they got their community together and they chose the most in shape ones. They're not going to let the pigs ride. I'm sure God will accept them in the afterlife, smiling waves and all. No, you know what? And that's totally fine. And you should be accepted. And I get it. But I think there is a way to go about being accepted in the right way. I don't think negative attention in this aspect is the way to go. Now, you do see a lot of people supporting them, and that's great. They're getting support, but they're also getting a lot of hate. And I just don't understand why you'd want to subject your kids to this. So somebody is showing all the different kids and all these naked people. I don't want my little girl to have seen a male's genitalia this young. This is just way too young. This is way too young, you guys. Oh, somebody put pants on. That was nice. Oh, a tutu with nothing else on. Oh, God, sorry. Sorry. Leather Pride. I bet that was fun. I bet when the Leather Pride came, that was really, really fun. Okay, I gotta get this off. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, the things that Jan and I saw living on the same street the Pride Parade went down to California. I bet. I absolutely bet. Oh, there's a nice dry heat waiting for them. Yeah, Arizona's got it right now. Arizona's got it. Listen, I want everybody to be loved and accepted, but not this way. This is friggin' too much, but I do like your sarcasm, love. Sometimes you don't know how it comes across. Hey, Vex, thank you for coming in. I've already showed, we've had the national anthem. I've showed a bunch of lovely Pride clips, and this is the lovely woman who provided my thumbnail this week, which was spot on. I know I need to get my reps in too, but I'd rather drink Trulies right now, especially after this. But let's see, Jacob, I live in a nearby in Texas and has a Pride. That's really weird. Well, I guess maybe because it's a small town, but you're right. It's all over the place. Now, for instance, Arizona is too hot right now. Or June, actually, they probably could have done fine because this was one of our cooler Junes. But they wait and do their Pride celebration in October here. So I might have a little snippet on that. I should go and just take video and just make a mockery out of it. What is it? 110 degrees. Yeah. Too hot for the lunacy. Even too hot but if you're naked, what's the big deal? I don't know. So let's see what else we have on the docket here, people. We have so much stuff. Okay, so I think we have a guy in underwear twerking at the Minneapolis Pride event today, attended by many local and state Democrat politicians. A heavyset man twerks in front of children in his underwear. Okay, let's check this out. This must be fun. Yes, wasn't it good? She did great. I mean, and she provides me with a lot of this stuff because it's there's a lot of it. Yeah, of course, after this month is over, I'll have to, find other crazy stuff to talk about. But according to Vex Electronica, there is a ton of stuff. What did you say? Don't want burnt weenies in that heat. I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. So let's show this guy here. He decided to come out in his underwear. I mean, I guess this is the right time to do it. Do it in the summer when it's like hot and humid in a lot of places. So he's in underwear, which, he couldn't even wear nice ones. These are probably used underwear. You can already see grossness in the crack. What did you say? It's too close for missiles. Switching to lurk mode. Thank you, Copa. I appreciate it. Don't worry. This is the last month I'll do it, but I have to tell you guys, this is what's out there, and this is what we have to protect our kids from. So this guy was working for children. Look, right there. Oh, and that lady thinks it's funny. There's kids right there. Oh, okay. See, kids don't know. Look it. Oh my God. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. I've had enough. I want to see what. Oh, tidy whities. Oh God, better thought. Yeah, I guess so, but maybe get some better ones. Some newer ones. If you're gonna break out the tidy whities, maybe get a nice new pair. People see these pride clips and think this is so bad. Meanwhile, I'm over here like this is just the tip of the iceberg. You honestly don't know. There's a reason 99% of my friends are straight. I don't blame you. I get it. But it shouldn't have to be like that. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. Take care. Sorry, I had to step out and wrap a brisket. Not even. That's okay. Do what you got to do. You know what? I know this is a hard week, and I just appreciate you guys stepping in and just giving me a little bit of support. Yes, Copa. When I lived in Long Beach, I would avoid Shoreline Drive at all costs during Pride Month. Yeah, it's terrible though. You should be able to just be who you want to be, and she should show clips from Folsom Street Fair. Oh gosh, I guess it was gross. Guess it was gross. I know it's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. Let's see. So let's see what else we have here. I know, you guys. Oop, I gotta get out of that screen here. Maybe it's too much. Like I said, you guys. There's just so much stuff. So I guess there was. Why is it? Why am I still hearing? Why am I still hearing music? I'm still hearing music. Oh, because the guy with the underwear in the back. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Dropping a like. I could use all the likes I could get. um so let's see. So a new ad from Minnesota State's tourism department promotes drag shows, trans kids, and gender care. So if you guys were ever interested in visiting Minnesota, and don't search it, stay pure. Yeah, I don't think I will. I'm a newer YouTube channel. I don't want to get taken down. I think I'm done showing all the gross men stuff, but here is a PSA, public service announcement, maybe if you want. And if you want to go to Minnesota, here you go. This is your reason for visiting Minnesota. Does this make anybody want to go to Minnesota? Now, maybe this is false advertising, because wouldn't that just be one month a year? So if that's all you're getting in June, I mean, if you go there expecting it for, all year round, I think you're going to lose something there. So if you want to go to Minnesota, there you go. There you go. All right. What else do we have? Oh, gosh. I tell you what, I think Toronto does it right. Maybe the boys would like this. Maybe the boys would like this. Hold on. Interesting how it's mostly naked men rather than women around kids. Yeah, which is really gross. Pro tip, when you drop in to give a like, let the stream run for a little while. Otherwise, the algorithm thinks it isn't pushing to others. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Every little bit helps, you guys. Every little bit helps my little channel. Well, here's something for you guys, because I'm so sorry I kept showing, men. So if all the men out there want to see something yummy, here you go. Oh, look. There you go. I'm sure those are fake. It has to be fake. These have to be fake. Yeah, it has to be. But there you go. I mean, that's okay too. That's appropriate for children. So, but this is the way. Naked men on bikes, that puts it all on the maps. Yep, I would pass on that too. Not attractive. Not attractive at all. I mean, even boobs like that on a real woman is gross. I don't understand it. Yep, fake milk for sure, for sure. But then you had somebody last week. Yeah, I know. If you did, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I warned you. Like I said, after this stream, we'll go in next stream. We'll go into some less harsh stuff, and maybe it'll be more funny. We'll have to see where the stream is going to take me, because when I started first doing this, it was all about Pride Month, and I had so much to work with. So I'm going to have to figure out, you know, where my niche is. I personally have no problem with drag queens, but there's a time and a place, and that time is late at night. Okay, so this kind of piggybacks off of my point right now, or this point from when I had that conversation and I got that in that fight on Instagram. I had asked the girl that I was fighting with, who took her little girls to a Pride event, who said drag queens are heroes. I asked if it was okay if you would take your kids to a strip club or a burlesque show. Well, it's so interesting because you do have to be a certain age. I believe it's 18, 21, where there's alcohol to get in. But it's okay for kids to be privy to this, and there's no problem, no stipulations, no nothing. So I do agree with you. There is a time and a place for all of this, and I'm okay with any of this. Just do it where there's not children, where children cannot come in. But then I blame the parents. It's not the kids' fault. Copa, I had to leave. I got involved in drug culture rather deeply and then put myself in it. I know what you meant. Oh, sorry. I was just reading that Avengers actor Mark Ruffalo is Hulk angry at the Supreme Court. See, once again, you guys, putting combining politics and acting, like what has he done since the Hulk? I mean, he's becoming hateable. And I liked him. I really liked him in 13 going on 30. I really liked Mark Ruffalo. But now he's turning into a douchebag. Just keep your mouth shut. Do one or the other. Be a huge advocate or be an actor. Don't do both. 100% blame is on the parents. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I also like in this situation, I do like in my situation where my child had her issues, I blame it on social media too. And it is hard to, it's hard to keep your kids away from everything because they can always find a way. You could block everything that you want. They'll hear it at school. They'll from their, it's hard. It's very hard to be a parent in this day and age with all of this garbage going on. It really is. But then the problem is then you have a women's rights activist who was brutally mobbed and assaulted during a Pride event in New York City. Ki Yang had been holding a sign opposing gender ideologies in shore of women when she was surrounded and violently attacked. Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah, get it going. Get it going. You're always very good at those. So you can't even go and support because once again, like I'm doing it from behind a screen because it's safer this way. If you go out and you try to do it in real life, I think it's this lady here. Let's watch. Or maybe not. No, it's behind her. This one right here. Hey, look at her. She's got balls, man. She's getting flipped off. Let's see. Well, she's a pretty big lady, though. He got that whole party. Look at that. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. Stop touching me! I'm not really sure I would go and do that. I mean, I really appreciate them trying to speak out, but you can't. You can't. Mrs. C, remember the daughter in Apollo 13 dressed as a hippie for Halloween? Yes. What am I missing? Listen, sometimes I don't get things really quick. Mr. Cannoli had to always explain stuff to me. Oh, before I made my way down there, you missed how. Oh, you're talking to Josh. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, you are late, Filipino meatball. You're late to the party, but that's okay. This is on the interwebs. You can replay it at any time. We're just, we stood for the national anthem because that's what's important now. Thank God it's July. We're just finishing up Pride Month. We're putting a little button on it, and we're gonna pack it away where it belongs, in the garbage. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yep. It is. It's see, even that, it's always social media, by media, even news, movies, TV shows. We were all influenced, but now it's to the nth degree. Now it's ridiculous. Everybody, you have to, right now, you have to be one of these people in order to lgbtqia plus. If you're not one of those people, you're not cool. And that's how you're accepted now, based upon your sexuality. It's no longer what you have to bring to the table, your personality, who you are. None of that matters anymore, because it's about your sexuality and what you can offer to this community. Real quick, I wanted to play this video. I know I talk about this a lot, you guys. I really, really enjoy this person a lot. Let me see, where is he? Nope, it's this one. Okay, so oh, hold on. Things are playing. Oh, I'm aware how bad it is. Well, on Sexton Street. Oh, things are playing. Sex on balconies for people to watch the whole pup thing. Oh my gosh. This person here, so to kind of piggyback off of that, this guy right here, his name is Conservative Ant, and I talk about him a lot, but he really is the best ally for the gay community. But he's gay. And maybe I said that wrong. But he has talked many, many times about how that's not his community. That's not his flag. He only stands for one flag. And, and he is big into leave the kids alone. And he's a gay man with no kids. Okay. And he is right on top of that. Exactly. You aren't cool. That's why it's manipulative and confusing children, the normies. Absolutely. It really is. That's how it is. My daughter got so confused into what category she belonged in. She couldn't just be a regular straight girl. She had to be something else. And that's really what got her in trouble. So I love this guy right here. He speaks the truth. I love everything that he says. He's basically saying it's just not all normal. Let me see if I can make this full screen. Here we go. He cracks me up. He always drinks his little coffee.
Ooh! It's Monday. I just want to let you guys know I saw all the little parade videos from the weekend. Why don't y'all have clothes on with children around? I want to know. Imagine you're in a small town someplace, or even a big city, and it's a 4th of July or Memorial Parade, and guys are just running around, nothing on. Would they have been arrested? Because why is that not happening in these situations, on these colorful parade days? Can somebody explain that to me? It's not normal.
Okay, right there. It's not normal. I absolutely adore him. I think you're right. I think he is he's very, very, very active. Hey, Dempsey, thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by. I know everybody's busy this weekend, but I wanted to wrap up Pride Month. Yes, this guy, I absolutely love Conservative Ant. He has got the right takes on everything. Like I said, he just wants to be a gay guy, but that's not his entire personality. He's friggin' funny. He did nail it. I like him. He's conservative, huge Trump supporter. He's actually been invited out to a lot of Trump, not rallies, but they've had like dinners, like fancy events and stuff, and he's been invited, and he goes. He's a huge Trump fan. He lives in Florida as well, and he tries to tell everybody that gay people shouldn't be afraid to go to Florida, that is a big friggin' misunderstanding. LGBTQ isn't about awareness and rights anymore. It's just the Stanley Cup of attention seekers. It's just what's trendy. Wait 6 months and it'll change again. I don't know. I'm MAGA thongs. I don't know, Meatball. I'm not really sure. what this month did to that community. They got a lot of crap and a lot of hate. So I'm not really sure where this is going to take them. I'm not sure if next June is going to be even worse. We have to see, you guys. We have a little bit with Sleepy Joe still in office and all this other people that support all this stuff who are pretty high up. Hey, Cassie, how are you? How are you? How are you? Thank God I haven't needed any moderators today. But I think even the trolls are busy with the 4th of July, celebrating the weekend because I get it. I get it. It's a busy weekend. It's been kind of slow. But anyway, I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. So back to, I don't know if it's going to change, Meatball. I'm not really sure if this is going to get any better unless I think things got worse. Yeah, knock on wood. I think my opinion is I think things got worse. Either they got worse once Sleepy Joe was not elected, or I'm just becoming more aware of it because I'm in the YouTube scene and stuff and becoming, friends with a lot of people like Vex Electronica, who, shows me a lot of these videos of just this crazy stuff, made me more aware of it. I don't know if being in the YouTube community has made me more aware of all of this stuff. I don't remember last June being this crazy. So I don't know. Watch our past Friday stream of the Cannoli Connection. Yes, she was incredible. She was absolutely incredible. We had a great time. She's so much fun to talk to. I can't wait to talk to her again. Yeah, you know what? Where's that one comment? I have not seen what's going on in France. I should have talked about that today. I guess I have to. I heard there's some shit going on, and I'll have to look at it. But yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Yes, happy 4th of July to everybody. Knock on wood. That's a turn of yeah, right. Let's see. Would have to agree with you, Mrs. C. This month didn't go well. It didn't. It didn't as well. I want to say that it was one of the most, like I said, I don't know, you guys. I wasn't on Twitter last year. Twitter's relatively new for me. And so seeing all this stuff, like when I'm on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, which I was on before, you don't see this kind of stuff. You see this kind of stuff on Twitter because I guess you can post more stuff. You can get away with more stuff. Nas, where the hell have you been? Dude, I don't have hoops on. I have stars on today. I'm all fancied in my hat. And I was waiting for you. And I made the poll, Nas. I made the poll. We stood for the national anthem, which, well, I think we're going to stand for it before we go. I'm not done yet. But I fancied myself up for you, Nas, and I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate it. Let's see. I would argue Pride 20. Oh, really? Okay. Wow. See? It's just because I was not in the scene like I am now. So I can't believe that it was worse. So that being said, if this year was tamer, maybe next year will be tamer. Oh, hey, Gord King. Thank you very much. I'm trying to remind everybody we're back. June is gone and we're back. Yeah, I have stars on. I forewent the hoops. They're sparkly stars. Okay? I told you, I'm not fucking around. I'm bringing it. You told me to bring it. I made the poll. I put on Sassy stars. I got this hat. I'm just trying to do what the people are asking for. Let's see. It got worse when Obama got in office. Really? Oh, ramped up. Yeah, well, I get that too, for sure. But I don't know. I think it's here, you guys. I think they're here and they're queer and that's it. Now, I couldn't find the video, but there was something that this is what the problem is, but of course we get in trouble for it. There was a video that Vex had shared with me where drag queens were marching in New York City, in the streets of New York City during a pride parade that says, we're here, we're queer, and we're here for your kids. We're here for your children. So how is that okay? How is that okay? But we're the problem. We're the issue. We're the ones that are supposed to be in acceptance of this. So listen, I made the poll. I made the poll. Okay. I did what you asked me to do. Every time I do something, I'm like, what would Nas do? So there you go. Yeah, it's gonna. Well, they're still counting elections here in Arizona, so I don't really know we're gonna have. Probably a different president here than the rest of the country, because they're going to be so behind on voting here that we're probably going to have Sleepy Joe for another year until they count the votes to secure with Arizona. It's so freaking stupid. Let's see. Legacy Media defended the chant, saying they have been saying it for years, then got fact checked and had to print a retraction. I think I read that somewhere. Because I did have an article up here that I was going to talk about. That's not it. NBC roasted over article explaining away "We're coming for your children" chant. Yeah, there was a lot of queer liberation march, trans queer forever here. Good, great, thanks so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate you being here. We didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for all this shit. Naswa kicking the door. Exactly. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hold on. See, I'm telling you, Vex is like my secretary. Let's see. Where we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's go out of here. Here we go. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I lost this. I don't know what happened. Okay, so Vex was kind enough to send me the clip. This is what I was talking about, you guys. Oh, and Vex, before I was showing so much trying to skirt around the naked men, but a lot of the male viewers here were getting very disgusted with it, and I don't blame them. Think about how the poor children felt. Okay, let's share this. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Why did that come up? That was, oh, see, wrong screen. Why did it do that? I pulled up, oh, for on, you guys. I'm having a trouble. I don't think it's going to work right. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, you guys. I'm going to have to save this a different way. I'm a struggling. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is so much fun. You guys, I hope you sing this song all day. And if you do, it's all because Vex loves us all so much. Okay. Here we go. I got it right. I got it right. Okay, so here's a song for you guys. If you guys want to like have fun and sing with your family this 4th of July weekend, let's make sure we're on the highest volume. Okay, how is that supposed to be okay? How is that okay? We're supposed to be okay with that, you guys. And if we're not, we're homophobes, we're bigots and all that stuff. But it's okay when you come for your kids. What does that mean exactly? Does it mean they want to have sex with our kids, or does it mean that they're going to turn our kids, into drag queens? I don't know. I have no idea. That's true. There was. I mean, you're supposed to leave stuff to the imagination. You're supposed to leave stuff to the imagination. Let's see. When I think of what freedom means, it's chopping your balls off and changing your name. Yeah. Well, then maybe you should get with the program. Oh, Gord King. Yeah. In the beginning of the show, I did show, I don't know where it went now, but I did show the Michael Imperioli thing, to where now we're not allowed to, he doesn't want anybody to be a part of his, nobody. He don't want nobody. He doesn't want anybody to be to watch his films if you are a homophobe. Here it is. I'll just bring it up real quick. Right here. So he said real quick, I've decided to forbid bigots and homophobes from watching any projects I've been in. Thank you, Supreme Court, for allowing me to discriminate and exclude those I don't agree with. So, okay, cool. I guess we'll just stop watching your shit, because I don't know what you're doing lately anyway. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Only thing I know, which I told Cannoli, he was Spider in Goodfellas and he was Christopher in The Sopranos. I know nothing else. Of his work. So maybe this is him trying to get himself back up. get himself back in the game. I don't know. We need to bring bullying back. You're right. Why not? Why not? Seriously. Okay, so I guess I have another video here. Now this is a person who is very, very, very flamboyant in the community. Let's see. Sassy, did you ever see the San Francisco? Oh God. I don't know. I don't know if Cannoli ever showed me that. Maybe you should check it out. Apparently just make me angry. More content for next week. So this is my conservative aunt friend again, who is talking about somebody who is very flamboyant, very, very gay looking. I want to say he's very feminine. He doesn't try to be a girl, but he tries to be a feminine man, which is fine. But I just want you guys to listen to this, because not everybody is on the same page. Not everybody thinks that what they're displaying at these parades is actually good for their community. Homophobia is an irrational fear of gay people. When they start singing "We're coming for your children," that's not an irrational fear. But see, there's confusion, because you know what? I will agree with Michael Imperioli. America is dumb. They're getting dumber. I agree with him there. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Yeah, homophobia is such a dumb term. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid either. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But when you're coming after our kids, or you're running around naked in the streets in front of our kids, that's what I have a problem with. So I'm going to play a little bit of this. I really enjoyed this, because this really, okay, so he's, you're under my sign in, boobs. So this person over here is saying that the lgbtqia plus community needs to do better. So let's listen for a minute here.
My fellow lgbtqia plus, baby, y'all are doing too much. And yes, I'm going to be the one to say it, because if a straight person says it, y'all going to say they're homophobic, this, that, and the third. And it's like, no, boo. You're just doing the most, and it's really not cute. Because can someone explain to me why I'm seeing all these pride videos, people in the streets acting like they ain't got no fucking home training? Bussy, Bucci, Chi-Chi's all out on display for everybody to see. Middle New York, broad daylight, minors present. Like, since when is that okay, sis? Because it's not. And bitch, don't get it twisted. On a scale of 1 to classy, I'm not giving royal family by any means. Like, I love to turn up, shake some ass, and have a good time. But bitch, time and place. And that was not it. Y'all, when I tell you I saw this chick, practically nothing on top of a water fountain, water spraying all up in her cookies, nookies, and crannies. I'm just wondering what type of antibiotic that doctor's gonna prescribe for all that. People hanging from street lights, hooking up on the side of the road. What in the land before time Neanderthal behavior? Raggedy is the word for it. They already don't fuck with us like that, and this is how you want them to perceive us. Pride is an event based around acceptance and equality, not an excuse for y'all to act a fucking fool. All right, y'all. As long as you guys know that does not represent the entire LGBTQIA plus community. Even I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, there you go. So when the community itself is like, get it together, do better. I'm sorry, do better. I think one way that they'd be able to do better is if somehow there were restrictions on public nudity and all of that things. I think that would really restrict them, and it might make them, man, if they all sounded like that, nobody would have a problem. 110%. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with any of that. Being yourself, expressing yourself however you want to. But why is it everybody else's problem? Why does oh, hi, Whitey. My white bear showed up. How are you, sir? I don't understand why it has to be sexualized. When celebrities don't understand a ruling or don't agree with it, they need to say the most irrational, irresponsible things. Yeah, that is true. They do. And then it also gets them back. Like, what has he been doing? I haven't heard about it from him in a long time. So that it put him back out there, put him back on the board. Kind of like Demi Lovato when she decided to change her pronouns again just a couple weeks ago. It put her back in the news cycle. It got people going, oh, she still exists. So, okay. We need more people to speak out about the insanity of their own community. Yeah, he does it, and conservative Ant does it all the time. He says constantly that he doesn't associate with that community. He tries to rid himself or separate himself from it because he doesn't support any of it. All of us straight dudes need to show up to these events and start helicopter. I agree. You know what? It was funny. they're going to have a pride event here in October in Arizona because it'll be cool enough to do. October's still hot. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm thinking maybe I should go. Of course, my kid would want to go with me, and then I'd be one of those parents because she's only 15. So I don't know. It probably would be, I could get my own content. I could do a whole stream on it. I could blog. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm sure it would be a shit show. We still don't need parades celebrating. That's my point. Why do I have to know who you go to bed with? You are proud to be straight, but there's no place for you. There is no parade for you. I'm so sorry. Well, maybe 4th of July parades and celebrations are for only straight people. I don't know. No, probably not, because I'm sure conservative aunt, he's a very extremely proud American. You know what's so funny? He actually wore a shirt the other day from his friend, Massa, Make America Straight Again, because he wants to be an ally to the straight community, and he's gay. Let's see. Straight dudes don't want a parade. Hey, listen, speak for yourself. Maybe Mr. Cannoli wants a parade. No, he won't even leave the house, so he's not going to. If a gay man asks to, okay, has that happened to you, Nas? Because if it has, I'm so sorry about you. Yeah, I know you do, and that is fine, and that is normal men behavior. But even if you want to participate in a gay community with gay friends, it's okay to be a community and a unity, but there is an appropriate way to do it. And I don't understand why this is such a foreign concept. And when we mention that there's a way to do it in a better, more conservative manner, that it's a problem. I don't understand. So, I mean, I do understand. They don't see the bigger picture. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of this. I think that's all I had as far as fun stuff to talk about. I mean, there was a lot, you guys. There was a lot of garbage. Let's see. We showed naked men, women washing dishes on a rolling float while husbands... What? Read your comment. Hold, change of subject, but talk about stupid people. Watch this. Oh, thank you, Cannoli. Ocasio-Cortez. It is profoundly disrespectful for Clarence Thomas to say blacks are not victims. Oh, God. Really? Can you scroll down on this? Was there anything else? Okay, so is this he is black? Yeah. So okay. So is this piggybacking off of the fact that we no longer can get into colleges based on our skin color anymore? Thank you. Okay, so she claimed over the weekend that Supreme Court Justice Clarence was profoundly disrespectful for writing in his concurrence with the court's overwhelming 6-3 ruling that race-based college admissions are illegal and blacks are not victims. Wow, so you mean to tell me somebody spoke out against his own race? Okay. These two black justices of the court, Justice Clarence Thomas and Brown Jackson, had a really blistering debate that we usually don't see in decisions. He is part of what Justice Thomas wrote. Okay. Let's see. Justice Jackson uses broad observations about statistical relationships between race and select measures of health, wealth, and well-being to label all blacks as victims. Her desire to do so is unfathomable to me. It's an insult to individual achievement and cancerous to young minds seeking to push through barriers. Their race is not to blame for everything good or bad that happens in their lives. Let me just tell you guys something real quick. I wasn't able to get any financial aid. You know why? Because I was white. I was unmarried. I wasn't pregnant. And my parents made a lot of money, but they wanted nothing to do for me. So even back then, I don't understand any of this. I don't understand why you can't just get financial aid or anything based on what you can offer, not the color of your skin. Let's see, when asked about her response to Thomas' words. AOC responded, I mean, what Justice Clarence Thomas wrote here, I believe, is profoundly disrespectful. Sorry. I think it's profoundly disrespectful to his colleagues. AOC claimed that Thomas wrote what he did about Jackson due to some sort of inferior or less than. Okay, oh my God. Speaking of race, who wins one between? Oh. I like Sarah Jessica Parker, although Phoebe Waller-Bridge runs like a giraffe, and aren't they quick? I would say with them. Let's see. Brown's debate against Thomas was hilarious because Brown is a legit a race-based affirmation appointment. You know what? I just why she can't keep her nose out of anything. This dumb bitch cannot keep her nose out of anything. I'm so glad that this is happening because I don't understand why just because you're Black and very far removed from slavery that you should still be getting reparations or special treatment. Listen, I had a, hey, what's up? How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't understand why race has anything to do with anything. I had a very, very, very hard, shitty upbringing, and I'm white. Okay. I kind of deserved a little bit of a handout, a little bit of help when I was a teenager. When I was 18 years old, I was living on my own, making $7.25 at Walgreens. Living on my own, mind you. Living on my own. Making minimum wage like that. Well, that's, I don't know what that was at the time. This was many years ago. And I could not get any financial aid because I was too white. My parents made money. I want reparations from Britain for destroying my curry-level brothers and their spice. You should. Why not? Everybody else is. Everybody else is. It's just ridiculous. That and the financial aid people, I'll never forget this. The financial aid people that told me what would have gotten me a financial aid was disgusting. It was really insulting. Like I said, yeah, I do agree. Now, if I had been in the military, absolutely. Everybody in our military should be taken care of 150%. Yep, she's perfect. Absolutely. They don't even need to CGI anything. She can just play herself. The problem is that our military is not taken care of enough. They should have everything handed to them. Instead of other communities having everything handed to them, I really think your people are too busy becoming doctors and business owners. That's true. That's the thing too. Why can't we just work hard for stuff? I wanted to work hard. I wanted an education. I wanted to go to college, but I could not afford it. I could not afford it. My parents made money. They were separated, but my mom was married to a millionaire, and my dad made a good amount of money, but neither one of them wanted to claim me as a child, so I was legitimately on my own. But they said I wasn't a young mom, so if I was pregnant at 18, I could probably get something. If I was missing a limb, so I guess if I was disabled or disfigured, which I agree with that. I think people should be helped in that regard because it's expensive, medical bills and all that stuff. And the color of my skin. So I had to fit into those categories. I couldn't just be not my exact kind of brown. You're racist. You are racist. Get off my stream. Let's see. Oop. What I was going to say, this one right here, cannoli. Kids these days don't realize you could just go to the library. Oh my God. We were just talking about this the other day. My friend who's a couple years older than me was talking about how she stopped at the library one time and looked up like all this information on common law marriage here in Arizona. And I was just like, why didn't you just Google it? She goes, girl, we didn't have social media back then or all the Googles and stuff. If you want help, you have to lie. That's the thing. I don't lie. But then I had this friend who actually I think is a pretty big piece of shit now. It's a long story, but he lived with his parents, and his parents were fine. They weren't poor, but they weren't rich. He got financial aid, and this motherfucker used all of his financial aid, didn't go to school, used all of his financial aid for posters and CDs back when all that stuff was cool, and just didn't go to school. Meanwhile, I wanted to go to school and I wanted to figure out my life, But instead, I tried to pay for school as much as I could. I only made it through 2 classes, and I was like, I was better off working full time. And that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. You just can't. You can't do it anymore. So I'm not sure, but whoever said hail acted like, oh, curse you, voodoo. So it's very sad. It's very sad that there's so much hatred towards you not getting financial aid or extra. What is the word I'm looking for? You're not getting handouts because of the color of your skin. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I know there's probably a handful of Black people that are way more privileged than I was growing up, who didn't have to like go through the shit that I went through, that could just get scholarships based on their color, when I would have liked some financial aid just because I wasn't able to afford anything. Let's see. Too busy welding between flash stands. Listen, I had to do what I had to do. But you know what? I had to work my ass off, and I had nothing handed to me. Nothing. But I shouldn't, because I'm white. Let's see. I was watching Campia. Oh my gosh. You know what? So just to piggyback off of that, last night, I tried to stay up and watch the stream. First of all, Cannoli just passed the F out like at 9:00. He was so tired last night. And I tried to stay up. And the funny thing is I did watch that Campia video back when it first came out. And it's so funny because Cannoli and I used to watch Collider, I think it was. And we used to like them. But his video was so cringy. He's so fucking stupid. But with the he doesn't get it. Like, why? But here's the funny thing, and I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, since you've gone down a rabbit hole, Vex. Did he mention anything about people getting pissed off when they changed Ariel? Because that also was just the same as How to Train Your Dragon. It's a cartoon. It's fictional. The difference is wasn't it based off of Vikings? I'm trying to remember. I was half asleep last night. But weren't those characters based off of actually real people versus a mermaid? So I don't know. Let's see. Collider has always been cringe. Red letter meter destroying them. Oh, okay. Yep. Glues on. Us trolls should jerk. What did you say? Us trolls should jerk off on our faces. Fuck, you're so crazy. Nobody's race should ever be brought up unless you are describing their appearance. Okay, so that's one thing right there I want to talk about. That's exactly what I want to talk about too. So I stopped, but I was doing a lot of audiobooks, and in books you have to use that terminology or that verbiage, because you have to be able to describe so you can get a mental picture. But I'm sure that's going to be racist down the road, where you're not going to be able to describe somebody's race in a book anymore because it's going to be seen as racism. But that's how you're able to visually. But that's the thing, they have to be careful in the news when you describe if they're a African American or a white or Asian. You have to be careful because there's hate for everybody anymore. The Moors don't count. Oh my gosh. Sassy misprivileged. Higher education is for Democrats of color. You're right. That's where I went wrong. I mean, I guess I should have played up my angle. The problem is, though, too, is they also they hand out so much help here in Arizona. What'd she say? I constantly have described myself as the brown woman in XXX clothing when meeting people, and for some, I love that. That is hysterical. Absolutely. Oh no, I'm sorry. The answer is moops. Oh my God, that was great. That was great. But you're absolutely right. I guess. Oh, what I was talking about here is in Arizona, like to get handouts and like free healthcare and stuff. It's what their standards are so ridiculously low. I work for a medical office, and the people that drive up in Teslas or really fancy cars, nails always done, hair did and everything, and then they hand their state access card because they're getting free healthcare, because they're essentially lying. The people and then you have people who make like 50 cents under the amount of what you need to make to qualify and they truly do need it, they can't get it. So I think everything needs to be changed. Everything needs to be. Oh, thank you so much for sticking around for the whole stream. I really appreciate you. I'm about to wind it down here anyway. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your support. You're always here, and you have a wonderful weekend over there. And hopefully come back. I should be streaming again next Sunday. I just have to make sure I find some good stuff. I don't know what to do now that Pride's over, but I got Vex Electronica in my back pocket, so hopefully. All right, bye, Vex. I appreciate you. This is probably my sign to end the stream, which I can. Cannoli, how do you want to end? Oh, well, first we got to promote some stuff. Let's see. First of all, Cannoli did a live review on Indiana Jones, the Dial of Disgust, Disgrace, Diarrhea. There's so many different ways. Yes, Vex will be on Mr. Brown Alliance here in just about 45 minutes if you want to catch her over there. She's always a good time. So anyway, if you want to watch Cannoli's review, it was a live review. It was really good over on his channel. He's got that out. MMM isn't streaming tomorrow because of the holiday weekend, but Mr. Cannoli, you can find him on B-Sub tomorrow. We're going to be streaming some games, I think. We did get a capture card. So Dial of Diversity. There you go. I like that. We're going to, you need to. They're both really, really good. I actually set my alarm. I don't get up for anybody on Sundays. And I set my alarm to watch both of them. Okay. And they're great. It was worth getting up early for. Let's see. A lot of stupid people. I know. That's what Vex said. I'm just going to, you know what? It's just going to be my sassy stream and I'm going to get sassy about shit out there. And I'll find my niche. I'll find it. Let's see. So Cannoli will be on B-Sub tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm sure you'll find his link on Twitter. Oh, he's going to be on Desolate. What? Why don't you put it in the chat, sir? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Cannoli's going to be on another show on Thursday with Vex. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate it. I always appreciate your support especially on Cannoli's channel. That was awesome. I know. It really was. It was. I had a great time. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I really do. It means a lot. Oh, here you go. Desolate Souls, Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Cannoli and Vex will be on there. And then you can find me back here on this channel on Friday for my monthly podcast called Truly the Female Perspective, where I drink a lot of Trulies and talk about shit from the female perspective with my co-host Vex Electronica, Shiro, and Filipino Meatball. I'm not even drunk and I can't speak. It's always a great time. It's once a month. It'll be back here on this channel. And everyone, if you could please stand for the national anthem, and we will see ourselves out. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.